Hello champions and future champions, hello ChessMood family. Gabuzyan is here with you and we're beginning our daily lesson. The position that you are seeing now is played by Robert Fischer as black. He has an extra exchange for bishop and the pawn. How to play here as black is my question. Let's be as good as Bobby Fischer. Pause the video and make your decision. Topic of today's daily lesson is transitioning to winning pawn endgame. You will see this trick very often in games of many strong grandmasters. This is a technique when you have advantage in some kind of positions, but you are calculating and clearly going for a pawn endgame which is winning for you. Why is it so valuable? Because often in pawn endgames variations are very much forced. And if you can clearly figure out you are winning, that's one of the best ways to finish the game, instead of giving some chances to your opponent. Here black plays rook c3 check, white has to take, rook e5 check, king d2, and now rook e1 and king e1. Let's understand this pawn endgame. Black is having much active king now, is on the 6th rank, it's our move. White's king is on the 1st rank. And also, there is a big difference of our queenside pawns. Let's make a few moves and you will clearly understand it. After king d5, king d2 and king c4, black is getting this super active king, blocking opponent's pawns and giving some space advantage for black. White has to protect these pawns with king on these 3 squares. It's happening here h5. And after b6 and king c2 moves, black can get outside pawn with a5, ba5 and b takes a5. Outside pawn is a winning advantage in many pawn endgames. If you're not really familiar why is it so strong, I recommend you to check out our previous daily lesson which is about this pawn. We're explaining the ideas and the reason why this pawn is so strong. Either way, now you will see this. What's happening? Black is getting pawn at the edge of the board, meanwhile, white has another pawn blocked by opponent's king. Black is going to do the following. After some moves or white king, we're advancing, giving away our pawn, let's say now a3, f4 and a2, and after king b2, white has to destroy our a2 pawn, meanwhile we are taking on c3, let's say h6, king a2, king c3. Our king is located much closer to opponent's pawn. Meanwhile, white's one is at the edge of the board. This is the reason outside pawn is giving us a winning advantage. And that's how black is playing. In the game of Fischer, black is little postponing the same idea. First of all, playing g5, little bit advancing pawns on the king side, and the reason for this, black is only preparing their pawns and making them closer to promotion squares. Either way it's winning. Now we know that getting outside pawn was the main idea of Fischer in this game. Let's go ahead and see another example. Here it's white to move, and we again have advantage of exchange. Even though this time black is not having even a pawn for this, they have a strong bishop on e5. How to play here is my question. Pause the video and make your decision. Here we can go something like queen f3, protect the pawn, try to push our b pawn. Instead, black has this fixed bishop on e5, can get some chances to bother our king on h2 square. Instead of all of this, on the first move, white can calculate and go for the pawn endgame. We can play rook e5, queen e5, take and take. Another time we get an outside pawn on b3 square. As I mentioned previously, check out the previous daily lesson if you are not really sure why is it winning. But here white goes king g2, blocking pawn on e5, and because of this pawn, white has absolutely winning position. King e6, king f3, king d5, and king e3. We're just allowing black to take pawn on b file, capturing e5 pawn and going for the others. In general, to summarize today's daily lesson, very often we are winning positions. We can struggle for a long while and try to win, but instead, if we're really confident, we can go for the pawn endgames and make our life way easier in winning positions. Let's go ahead and you will get your homework for this topic. Here white still has advantage of the exchange and it's our move. How to play here is my question. You can share your thoughts and ideas in the comment section below. Gabuzyan was here with you. Thank you for your subscriptions, likes and sharing this video with your friends. We appreciate it a lot. See you next time during our next daily lessons.